నమస్కారం. ప్రతిభ బయోటిక్ సమర్పించు మట్టి మనిషి కార్యక్రమానికి స్వాగతం. మట్టి మనిషి కార్యక్రమాన్ని విశేషంగా ఆదరిస్తున్న రైతాంగానికి అభినందనలు. ఈ రోజు మన మట్టి మనిషి కార్యక్రమంలో జీవాల పోషణలో అద్భుతంగా రాణిస్తున్న తమిళనాడులోని విల్లుపురం గ్రామ రైతు వెంకటేష్ గురించి తెలుసుకుందాం. జీవాల పోషణ అనేది ఇప్పటి వరకు సంప్రదాయ పద్ధతిలోనే జరుగుతుంది. జీవాలను మేత గురించి చాలా దూరం తీసుకెళ్లటం, అక్కడ వాటికి తగినంత మేత దొరకకపోవడం, మరల వాటిని సాయంత్రానికి ఇంటికి తీసుకురావడం, ఇలా జీవాల పోషణ జరుగుతూ ఉంది. అయితే మారుతున్న కాలంతో పాటు జీవాల పోషణలో కూడా ఎన్నో మార్పులు చేర్పులు చోటు చేసుకుంటున్నాయి. వాటిలో ముఖ్యంగా జీరో గ్రేజింగ్ విధానం. ఈ విధానంలో ముఖ్యంగా జీవాలను షెడ్స్లోనే ఉంచి పోషించడం, దీనివల్ల జీవాల బరువు ఎదుగుదల చాలా బాగుంటుంది. తద్వారా రైతులకు లాభం కూడా వస్తుంది. జీవాల పోషణ సక్రమంగా ఉండేదానికి జీవాల్లో బరువు ఎదుగుదలే సూచికగా అనుకోవాలి. ఇలాంటి ఆధునిక పద్ధతుల్లో జీవాలను పోషిస్తూ ఎలివేటెడ్ షెడ్స్లో పోషిస్తూ మంచి ఫలితాలను సాధిస్తున్న తమిళనాడులో తిరునపల్లి దగ్గరలో విల్లుపురం అనే గ్రామంలో బోయర్ తలచెరి రకం జీవాలను అద్భుతంగా పోషిస్తున్న విజయ్ గోట్ ఫారం అధినేత వెంకటేష్ గురించి తెలుసుకుందాం.
My name is Venkatesh, owner of this Vijay Farms. We are located in Tirunandipuram village in Villupuram in Tamil Nadu, and we are running this goat farm for the past 10 years, and I am here to share my experience with you. Actually, we are basically agricultural family for the past known generations, and we are all our ancestors are doing active agriculture, and in our generation we four of us studied, and I'm the last in my family, and I studied physiotherapy as my profession, and I have a clinic in Villupuram. Actually in my early days, and I used to spend a lot of in my school days and all, I used to spend a lot of my time in my farm, and my father ran a big dairy farm, and I have a very good passion towards this animal husbandry industry and towards this agriculture. Now I'll be explaining you about the breeds, breed selection in goat farming. Actually, this is one of the important topics, important step in setting up a goat farm, because you need to select a right breed for your method of rearing. Because a lot of people are doing this mistake that they'll be doing a very high stall feeding method, a scientific method, but they are going for the local breeds and low productive breeds. But if you want to succeed in the business, you want to select the right breed for the method. If you are rearing in a grazing condition with a low investment in a traditional way, then your local breed is the best choice, no doubt about that. It is more than sufficient. You can do that with your local available breeds. But if you are doing a commercial goat farming like a stall feeding method, then you need to get a better growing breed, faster growing breed, and the breed should be having better feed conversion ratio, and it should be having a twinning and triplet giving nature. Kidding nature should be twinning, and then it should have sufficient milk production for the kids. Then it should have a better temperature tolerance and disease resistance, and it should be adaptable to the stall feeding conditions. So you have to select a right breed for that. In our career, we have started our career before 10 years with the local country breeds only, with the guidance from our local veterinary doctors. But soon we find that the weight gain is not satisfactory, and we are spending more money, and we don't get the enough weight gain in those breeds. And after that only we tried some 10 breeds, depending upon one suggestion from a veterinarian doctor. We have tried some 10 breeds of Indian breeds like Sirohi, Jamnapari, Beetle, Sojat, Jakrana, and Karoli, Osmanabadi, Talacheri, like that. And our Tamil Nadu local breeds like Kanni breed, Salem Black, and Kodi breed. And after a trial process, 1 year pilot project, we have decided that Talacheri goat is very much suitable for the stall feeding conditions and all those things. And then after that we heard that the Boer breed is available in India, and we tried and we got some South African Boer breed. This is a whole world, it is a very popular breed which is reared famously for its meat purpose. If anyone, in any part of the country, any part of the world, in any country, you can see the Boer breed is reared only for the meat purpose. And the main specialty of this breed is it's a very fast growing breed. Doing a trial with our local Indian breeds, then we went for this Boer breed. We purchased this Boer breed before 10 years, and we have been doing a selective breeding, and we have been continuously improving the genetics of this Boer breed, and we want to be the Boer breeder in India, because the speciality of this breed is it's a very fast growing breed with a weight gain of around 50 to 60 kg in just 1 year, and having a twinning nature, that is more important. With a twinning nature, you get a 50 to 60 kg in 1 year is a very huge difference when compared to with our local Indian breeds. So there this is a very ideal breed for doing it in a stall feeding conditions. And as the breed is availability is very lesser and it is very expensive because of the unavailability, we recommend to do the cross breeding with the local breeds. Actually, in the stall feeding method, we need only one male for every 30 females. Usually the male female ratio is 30:1. So you can keep one Boer male for every 30 local female, local breed females. We selected Talacheri goats as our local breed, and we had a bigger batch of Talacheri female goats, and we are crossing this Boer breed with the Talacheri goat, and we get the cross breeds, that is 50% Boer, which is gaining around more than 40 to 42 kg in 1 year, which we can use it for the meat purpose. Actually, the speciality of the Boer breed is it's a very faster weight gain, very adaptable breed, and we are having very extremes of temperatures, very cold conditions and very hot conditions in our area we are experiencing, and this is very adaptable to all these conditions, and it is having a very good temperature tolerance and disease resistance, and it is having a very good twinning ratio, and the weight gain is also good, the feed conversion ratio is also good. Here these are all around 6 months category, female Boer goats, and they are in around 25 kg weight range, 25 to 30 kg weight range. And the next room, this room is around 6 months to 9 months category, female Boer female kids. Some will be some crossbreeds, that is, this is 75% Boer, this one is a 75% Boer, this one is a 87% Boer, this one is a 75% Boer. Like that, we get some crossbreeds also here. Whereas the next room, this is around the same 6 months to range, around 5 to 6 months category. Male goats are from 87% and pure Boer kids altogether. The pure Boer will be shorter, like this, it is shorter. The crossbreeds will be taller, you can see. Yeah, we are doing the Boer Talacheri crossbreeding. We get the kids, the 3-month-old, 3 to 4 month old Boer Talacheri crossbreed kids. This one, and like this one, these are all Boer crossbreeds, which we get from getting. Actually, in the crossbreed itself, we get around 40 to 45 kg in 1 year, in male goats, and in female it is around 35 to 38 kg in crossbreed itself. So you can go for crossbreeding even if you are using for breeding purpose or meat purpose. You can go for crossbreeding, and the Boer is the best breed to cross with the local breeds like Talacheri or Osmanabadi, like that. So you get a faster weight gain, and so you get a better profitability. How we can prevent the issues and health conditions and problems, that is important topic. The primary thing is vaccination. Actually, you need to understand about the cold chain process and all those things about the vaccination before going for the vaccination, and the right temperature where how to store the vaccine and how to do the injection, whether it is intramuscular or subcutaneous, or with the dosage of the vaccine. These are all the very important things when we are going for the vaccination and health management. Actually, even though a lot of vaccines are available and recommended in the market, we don't go for all the vaccines, because every vaccine is creating some stress in the goats, because unwantedly you should not go for all the vaccines. You should know the right important things, what are all the disease which is commonly occurring in your area with the help of your local veterinarian, and then you have to choose the right vaccine to do. In our area, we are using only some 3 to 4 vaccines. Only 2 vaccines, importantly, we are on a routine basis we are giving, that is PPR, Pestis de ruminans, we call it as PPR. And another one is the foot and mouth disease, FMD, foot and mouth disease. These two are the most very common diseases which are affecting and creating a huge loss in the goat industry, and that's why to prevent these things, we are giving PPR once a year, 1 ml we are giving subcutaneously PPR vaccine, and then foot and mouth vaccine we are giving twice a year in just before the monsoon starts. We are having 2 monsoons, and in around April, May, and another in October, November, we are giving 2 times vaccination for foot and mouth disease. As these 2 diseases are viral origin, we cannot take a chance in this, and you have to do the vaccination.
జీవాలను షెడ్స్లో పోషిస్తున్న వెంకటేష్ స్వయంగా ఫిజియోథెరపిస్ట్. అయినా వ్యవసాయం అంటే ఎంతో మక్కువ. తండ్రి కలియమూర్తితో కలిసి నూతన పద్ధతిలో అంటే ప్లాస్టిక్ ఎలివేటెడ్ షెడ్స్లో బోయర్ రకం, తలచరి రకం జీవాల్ని పోషిస్తున్నాడాయన. మేతను సొంత క్షేత్రంలోనే హెడ్స్ లూసన్, సూపర్ నపియర్ లాంటి పశుగ్రాసాల్ని సాగు చేసి వాటికి అందిస్తూ అద్భుతమైన వృద్ధిని, ఫలితాలను పొందుతున్నాడాయన. స్వయంగా ఫిజియోథెరపిస్ట్ కావటం వల్ల జీవాల్లో వచ్చే వ్యాధులను రాకుండా ముందుగానే జాగ్రత్తలు తీసుకుంటూ మంచి మేత అందిస్తూ తమిళనాడు, కేరళ, ఆంధ్ర, తెలంగాణ రైతులకు ఆదర్శంగా నిలుస్తున్నాడాయన. జీవాల పోషణలో వెంకటేష్ది వినూత్నమైన శైలి అని మనం అభివర్ణించవచ్చు. దాంతోపాటు ప్రతి నెల రైతులకే శిక్షణను కూడా ఇస్తూ ఉండటం అనేది ఆయన గొప్పదనంగా మనం భావించాలి. మరింతగా మనం విజయ్ గోడ్ ఫారం అధినేత వెంకటేష్ ఆయన చేస్తున్న ఆధునిక పద్ధతిలో జీవాల పోషణ గురించి తెలుసుకుందాం.
Now I'll explain my experience about the shed construction for goat farming. That is a very important thing, because while we are doing the goat farming in a stall feeding method, we are completely having our goats in our in a closed confined place in which we call it as stall feeding method. And here we need to fulfill the basic requirements, all the basic requirements of the goats. The basic requirements, generally what the goats will be needing means they need some required square feet area per each and every goat. Depending upon the breed, we suggest 10 square feet to 20 square feet, depending upon the size of the breed. For the local country goats and all, it's 10 square feet is more than sufficient. And for the medium-sized breeds like Talicheri and Osmanabadi, like that, we can go for around 15 square feet per goat. And for a Boyer, bigger sized breeds like Boyer or Sirohi or like that, we need around 20 square feet area. Actually, in this shed construction, we need to look into the feed area also. The goats need a hygienic, required space for feeding the goats, where we will be giving the grain fodder, dry fodder, and concentrate feed. And for that, the feeding purpose, we are using this plastic feeder trays. And initially, we have been using a lot of cheaper options like PVC pipe cut into two, and PVC barrels will be cutting into two, and a lot of cheaper options like GA and a lot of materials. Now, in our updated version, we are using this feeder trays, plastic feeder trays. This is a removable type, and which we are manufacturing and we are selling in our concern. And here we will be giving some angulation, so that after fixing, the feed tray will be in some around 30-degree inclined, so that it will be preventing the spilling of the feed. And as this is plastic, PP, pure plastic, it is non-rustable, and the lifetime is more than 10-15 years. So this will be the ideal option. And the curve shape which we are providing gives it's preventing the very sharp edges, so that the feeds will be staying in the edges. If you are doing in a 90-degree angle, and then it will be creating some infection or something. So to prevent those things, we are designing the feed tray like this. And then about the partitions, we have to do according to the category of the goats and the size of the goats. We have to do the partitions. Usually, in our flooring, in our roof shed construction pattern, you can see half of the area will be indoor and half of the area will be outdoor, so that the goats will be going inside. Actually, whenever for feeding purpose and all those things, they will be coming inside the shed. And for going to the sunlight exposed area, they will be preferring in the morning and evening times. They will be spending their time in the open area. Profitability in goat farming is directly depending upon the weight which you are gaining in the goats, and the weight is directly depending upon the feed which we are giving. So the feed which we are giving should be fulfilling their complete requirements, their nutritional requirements, and it should be apart from filling the stomach, you should give a balanced feeding. That is more important. And your feeding should be in a sustained way. That is, the whole all around the year you have to give a balanced diet. That is one more important thing. A lot of goat farmers are failing because they don't do the proper feeding management. Actually, to tell about the basics in goat farming, goat feeding, you need to give 3 types of feeds. That is green fodder, dry fodder, and concentrate feed. Actually, the goats are having a limited capacity to eat. Actually, if for example, if you are giving around 5 kg, the capacity of the goat is eating per day is around 5 kg. Then you need to fulfill this 5 kg. Within this 5 kg, we need to give all the required stuff for the goat. In terms of green fodder, when we are talking, it is a very essential one, because the vitamins and amino acids are rich here, and the digestion, the green fodder is very much required, because the prebiotics and probiotics growth will be better when we are giving the green fodder. But at the same time, the most very negative side of the green fodder is it is having a lesser dry matter basis. Actually, the goat in a dry matter basis is very important. You have to calculate the feed dry matter when you are doing the feeding. For example, if you dry a 10 kg of grass and in a sunlight completely for around 7 to 10 days, After that, you will get only 3 kg dry matter, within which you will get a protein, carbohydrate, all the stuff is there. But you will be thinking that you have fed around 10 kg, but you have fed only 3 kg, remaining water only. So unnecessarily you are just filling the stomach. So you have to give the dry fodder also. To get a better weight gain, you have to give sufficient dry fodder in a dry form. Along with that, we recommend only 25% of the green fodder, and about the remaining 75% we need to give as the dry fodder. So for drying purpose and all, we are using our solar dryer. We are also using solar dryer in our farm. In the rainy seasons and all, we are using that equipment to prepare the dry fodder. Whereas in the summer, we can just sun dry it and we can store it for our future purpose. In the scientific farm management, we need to do the stall feeding method in a customized way. You have to do the feeding and category feeding, everything we have to do in a customized way. For that, we need to categorize the goats in different categories. We have to do the partitions. We cannot just leave all the goats together and give the same type of feed for all the category. You have to feed according to the nutritional requirements of the goat and each and every category. If you see, we are categorizing the adult goats as early pregnant, mid pregnant, late pregnant, and lactating goats, like that. It's the same way in the kids, the growing kids. In this shed is growing kids, and here we are categorizing as 3 months to 6 months, 6 months to 9 months, and 9 months to 12 months. Here in this room, you are seeing around 6 months to 9 months category boyer female kids. In our farm, we are doing pure breeding of the boyer goats, and we are having more than 500 boyer goats in our farm with a very good pedigree records and very good genetic potential goats. Actually, the boyer goats in our farm, we are achieving around, in the male, we are achieving around 50 to 60 kg in 1 year. And in the females, it's around 30 to 40 kg in 1 year. Actually, the goats we are crossing at the age of around 1 year, when the goats reach around 32 to 35 kgs, and we cross the goats, and they will be usually giving birth in around 1.5 years, 5 months from the crossing date. And we get 8 months once batch in this breed, and it's a very good breeding capacity goat.